Hi, Kevin Blanch. I want to talk about the illegal money laundering Swiss bank accounts. And it just proves to you who runs the show in the United States, for that matter, all over the whole world. Doesn't matter if a Republican, a Democrat, a conservative, it doesn't matter. This is nothing about, this country is all about, this world has been all about for 30 years about the power freaking just skimming everything off of us and just gobbling it up. Look, we have sued Switzerland since World War II, even before then, wanting these bank accounts that are laundering money, tax havens and tax shelters. We want them to disclose the names. We've sued for those names for years and years and years and years. A couple years ago, Switzerland agreed and gave them up. We have them. A lot of people don't know, and I don't know why journalists aren't all over this. We have them. The Obama administration has them. They released a group, I believe it was 4,000 of the major ones. They're American businessmen, American politicians, and they're powerful people. And we know this. We know this for a fact. The Obama administration made reports coming out of the Justice Department. But here's what they did. They says, okay, here's what we're going to do, because there's going to be egg on the face of a lot of people. They says, what we'll do, we'll give you a chance to pay the taxes on all this money, and we'll give you up till the 31st of 2010 to handle this. Date's come and gone. Who knows if they handle it? But the WikiLeaks, the banker from Switzerland, released them to WikiLeaks a couple months ago. He has them. And it's funny to me, I've been waiting, I've been on pins and needles watching for these things to leak out. This is going to be a big, big, big deal. But it just goes to show you, here the Justice Department, they talk a lot of shit. You know, we want these names, we want these names. They have them. They have them. Check it out yourself. I'll post links. They have them. They won't release them. So there's the power. And media in this country is a freaking joke. It is a pathetic, pathetic joke. You know, and there's a lot of good people on YouTube putting a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff out there by the younger people out there in the context of the reality of what is going on. Our mainstream, lamestream, it is the right cause, and the right, they're just fear-mongering radical wackos. I mean, we have nothing to fear but fear itself, where there's the fear. That keeps us repressed. I mean, they're the biggest. You want to talk about conspiracies, the right-wing media, there's your conspiracy. Fear-monger down and keep these people repressed. You got the white middle class voting. You think it was the wealth who stopped the tax cuts? No, the wealth was, yeah, we need to pay for this. First time in American history. Simpson himself, a Republican from my area, Wyoming, who by today's standards would be considered a liberal, he said himself, we have never had a war, including the Revolutionary War in the history of this country, without doing a war bond or, you know, funding it. This is the first time, and this is the most expensive war. It's going to end up in history. Wars, and we won't pay for them. It was not the wealth that stopped this. It was the white, middle-classed, middle-aged, ignorant who stopped this against their own best interest. Why? Because they've been indoctrinated into the Republican Party via Fox News. It's not politics, it's religious. The people doesn't tell the Republican Party what to do. The Republican Party tells Fox News what to feed them. And then they believe, I believe, I believe. Don't cut taxes for the wealth, I believe. Let's go invade Iraq. They had nothing to do with it, I believe, I believe. No rational thoughts, or it's more like religious indoctrination. They're the ones that stop this. But they have the bank accounts. They're there. The media needs to start opening up, put some pressure on. Come on, the Obama Justice Department. Come on. Put the names out there. And it just shows you they're afraid of the power. The power, I mean, think about what they did to John Kerry. I mean, think about, you know, that was T-Bone Pickett who did that. You do know that. You know, that old greedy, sickening oil wealth monger, and he makes me sick. He's the one that put out the PT boat ads, which were totally false, totally lies. I mean, the man did 2 tours. Bush was a draft dodger, Cheney was a draft dodger, and they want to attack him. He was there. He was there. I remember the Republican convention. Remember they had Band-Aids on? I seen this big, fat, middle-aged white woman clapping with a band. I'm like, you sickening bitch. You make me sick. She has no idea what the men went through that were there. I mean, who the fuck are they to question a man who was actually there? I would never question any of them. Any of them. Any Marine, any Army personnel that was on the ground in Vietnam and Korea, Iraq, I put them way up here. I mean, I have such huge respect for those people. I would never question. They can say anything they want to me, and I will never confront any of them because they were there and I was not. Kevin Blanch, release these names, Justice Department. Let's see these names. Show a pair of balls for once. Come on.